There is no doubt that for Israel, tackling Hamas is a priority, but there is something that Israel's powerful military is very concerned about. And no, it is not Hamas. It is something else. And yes, they say that Israel cannot really protect itself properly against that threat. Want to know what that is? And want to know how Israel wants India's help? Then continue watching. Back in 2016, Israel was warned that rockets striking its ammonia plants would be equivalent to an atomic bomb and could lead to the deaths of 800,000 people. Yes, you heard that right. Impact equivalent to an atomic bomb against Israel. This contributed to so much fear or unrest in Israel that eventually a decision was made to close a major ammonia storage facility. But whose rockets are we talking about here? No, I'm not referring to Hamas. I am not referring to Palestine. I am talking about something that is present in Lebanon. I am talking about this man. His name is Hassan Nasrallah. He is the chief of Hezbollah. And if you do not know what Hezbollah is, then read this. The group headed by Nasrallah is one of the most influential political blocs in Lebanon's sectarian political system. And some in Israel refer to it as a big terrorist army. Regardless of what you think it is, there is no doubt that Hezbollah is powerful, very powerful. As claimed here, 100,000 fighters. And the group has precision rockets which can hit all parts of Israel. Not only that, Hezbollah troops have been schooled by Iranian commanders, funded by Tehran, and have learned to use, in combat, some of the most sophisticated armaments available. But Israel is not watching this quietly. A while ago, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant warned Hezbollah, if an escalation or conflict develops here, we will return Lebanon to the Stone Age. We will not hesitate to use all our power and erode every inch of Hezbollah and Lebanon if we have to. Hezbollah's chief Nasrallah responded. It would take a few high-precision missiles for Hezbollah to destroy targets, including civilian and military airports, airbases, power stations, and the Dimona reactor. Yes, the possibility of striking Dimona nuclear reactor in Israel. How catastrophic does that sound? But how about Israel's air defense system? Can't it neutralize all the incoming rockets and missiles? And how many rockets and missiles does Hezbollah have? Well, as reported in 2022, Hezbollah is believed to have over 150,000 missiles. And yes, that includes precision missiles. And as far as Israel's air defense system is concerned, it can do a lot, but it can't give Israelis 100% protection. So what would happen if a full-blown war broke out between Israel and Hezbollah? As described here, in that case, 1,500 rockets and mortars would be fired on Israeli cities and towns on average per day. And yes, Israel's Iron Dome and the David Sling aerial defense systems have a 90 to 95% interception success rate. But it still means that 100 to 150 rockets would hit their target in Israel every day. According to this estimate, there would be about 80 sites with large-scale destruction, and approximately 300 civilians and soldiers could be killed. And as far as Israel is concerned, the war would not only be against Hezbollah, but against Lebanon as a sovereign state that is supposedly responsible for Hezbollah's actions. Hezbollah and Israel have fought before. The 2006 war lasted 33 days. As reported here, both sides claimed victory, but neither won. In Israel, the 2006 Lebanon war is widely viewed by Israelis as a military failure. It has been observed that this is a war that neither side particularly wants. As far as Indians helping Israel is concerned, Israel's ambassador to India has already stated that they need support of an influential power like India. Listen to the man.
I spoke about moral support that we get from India. The physical work we know how to do. We need the moral support. That's why we will need this very strong support of our Indian friends. And India, again, as a very fragile country in the world, as a country who knows terrorism and understands the crisis.
And now listen to this interview. See how confident he sounds.
Again, as I said before, and I will repeat it, Israel knows how. Israel never asked for anyone to come and fight for us. We don't want any blood spilled. I had, by the way, quite a few Indians who wanted to volunteer, and I told them, thank you very much. But we fight our own fights. We don't want other people to fight our fights. It was always our way.
There is no doubt that many Indians are quite vocal when it comes to sharing their love and support for Israel in public. And yes, Israel needs India's support, moral support, probably diplomatic support. But Israel is not alone, it has America's support anyway. And then these countries also came together to declare their support for Israel. For now, Israel is confident, but probably deep down, Israel knows about its vulnerabilities and it knows that nobody can remain invincible forever. According to Giora Aland, former head of Israel's National Security Council, Israel does not know how to beat Hezbollah. Of course, the solution to the conflict in the region seems difficult. Meanwhile, Palestine's envoy to India is still talking about the Oslo Accords. And for now, Israel seems to be in a revenge mode. The world's attention seems to have deviated. For now, many seem to have forgotten Ukraine. But how many wars can our world tolerate? How many wars can this planet tolerate? There is no easy solution to this, but can peace be achieved in the Middle East? What do you think? See you again.